Hey there, just a wrap-up video of my, I guess, whirlwind visit to Beijing. Flying here, Cathay Pacific, really good, really fun. I just wanted to touch on a few things that, while we are summing everything up. First one, Beijing's a safe place. There's no dramas whatsoever. I hadn't seen even the slightest hint of criminality while I've been here. And I have done a little bit of walking at night. I haven't done a whole heap, but I may be going out tonight to do it as we fly out to Dubai at silly o'clock tomorrow morning. The other thing that I really wanted to touch on, a lot of people are afraid to come to China because of a lot of the restrictions that are placed upon people, and especially Westerners, for lack of a better term. So I've been able to use Facebook, Instagram, all of that sort of stuff as I ordinarily do, partly because I use an eSIM. eSIMs use VPNs and therefore it doesn't show that I'm in China, I guess. In saying that though, all of my websites and coming up as Chinese, so who knows. But yeah, it's really not scary in the slightest. It's a really lovely place to visit. In Beijing, they've got a real mix of young and old together, which is really quite nice. You walk through some parts of it and it's like the hutongs, for example, and it's all quite old and not what you would expect, but then you'll walk 10-15 minutes down the road and you'll see the most technologically advanced building that you've seen ever. So it's a nice big juxtaposition there. There's kind of something for everyone. There's a really great shopping street called Lufengzi Street. Really, really good shopping down there. You've got the Cartier, you've got your Chanel, all of that sort of stuff. Really, really good. I've really enjoyed my time here. So first couple of days, which didn't work on the GoPro unfortunately, but I've come back through and I've done a few in these past few videos. We did a 2-day Beijing mini group tour, which didn't include any shopping, but anybody who knows me knows that shopping's not really my thing anyway, so it was worked perfectly. My mum booked it. Really good. Really good. We had a guide called Rocky, who was absolutely outstanding, did everything he could to accommodate everything that everybody needed, which is always a tough thing as a tour guide. So there's big respect to go out to him for that. And this was not more prevalent than what was meant to be our first visit, which was Tiananmen Square. And there was a muck-up with the company and the bookings and all that sort of stuff, and they did not accept us into Tiananmen Square because the bookings weren't done. The bookings were cancelled for some reason or another, and we couldn't quite figure out why. But we think it's because the bookings were done in 2 parts for the group, because some people booked the tour late. So some of the people weren't accepted, some of the people were, and we decided not to do it because we'd all been waiting in line for about an hour already. It was far busier than what Rocky had ever seen it at that time of day as well. So it was just really awkward. But because we weren't able to go into there, what he did is he rebooked everybody on the tour into a different time slot which suited them all. Because it was a 2-day tour for us, we were able to do it the next day, which worked out really well. But I had also booked in for early this morning just in case we didn't get through on the Thursday eventually. So we did end up getting in on the second day, so that was all fine anyway. After Tiananmen Square, we were due to go to the Forbidden City, which is possibly one of the biggest reasons anybody comes to Beijing, along with the Great Wall. Really fantastic. Rocky was really knowledgeable, taught us a whole bunch. I've got a separate video just for the Forbidden City when I went back there earlier on today, just to sort of give people a run through because I felt bad for not getting the GoPro footage that I was meant to. So go and have a look at that if you got the chance, or if you're interested, or don't, whatever. But yeah, really cool. Just a long hall of buildings, really, with buildings that are dotted through with that as well. Really great. And so the cost for that, if you're not on the tour, so with the tour it's obviously all included. If you're not on the tour, 60 yuan to get in. Really nice, really easy. You are meant to book at least a day in advance. I got really lucky and sort of just walked up today and I got a ticket, so it wasn't booked out. Really good, really great. Went back through, and all of that's in that other video that I just spoke about. After that, we went to Michianu Great Wall. Now this, I'm pissed off more than anything about that I didn't get the footage for. Because you've got when you get there, you've got a bunch of shopping and touristy things as you would. Now Michianu is known for being much quieter than the parts of the wall that are closer to Beijing. So this is about an hour and a half drives out of Beijing, to the north from memory, and absolutely brilliant. We got a buffet lunch for about 100 yuan, which is about 20 to 25 Australian, New Zealand dollars, give or take a few, and it was decent. I could have eaten a lot more. I wasn't massively hungry going into that, but so it maybe wasn't worth as much as it possibly could have been. But if you're a big eater, a quick eater, you'd go in there and you can just gorge yourself for 25 Australian dollars, which was absolutely great. And then you then go up a little bit of a walk, learn a little bit about the wall, and then you have a choice of taking the cable car up, which was almost everybody in our group except for me and a bloke called Nick from Austin in Texas. We decided to walk up it. Now I thought at the time that there was going to be paths. I can deal with paths, fine. It was steps. Steps are what killed me. So just be aware, if you do choose to walk up, it is a lot of steps. We're talking 580 meters of steps. It's hard. It's very difficult. The only thing I would equate it to would be potentially, actually it's a little bit harder than the walk up Santorini, up the donkey path in Santorini. If you go back and have a look at that footage from last season. It's the only thing that I could equate it to, but it's still very, very difficult. So that was the first day, done and dusted, cool. Like I said, we didn't get Tiananmen Square in, but we were able to get in on the second day, where we started with the Temple of Heaven, which is a fantastic walk. Really pretty walk, really pretty buildings. Giant circle altars, which if you're just looking at it, you're not going to know really what it is. Because I was a little bit confused about it as well. It was almost like an altar to the sun. And it has a little piece in the middle which pokes up, which is what is actually worshipped for it. So I didn't get back to do that one, but there's plenty of videos around about it if you're interested in that. Really, really pretty buildings. Hey, I keep saying that these are like a Temple of Heaven, a Lama Temple, Summer Palace, but it's, for the most part, it's just a group of buildings. It's not just one building that's the temple. There's a whole bunch. It's almost just a compound, for lack of a better term. So from Temple of Heaven, we did a Hutong tour, which was, I think, probably my favourite, and probably my mum's favourite as well, I think, which is really dives into how a lot of Beijingers live. And I do a little bit of that during the regular videos as well. It's all little one stories, and they have courtyards that you'll have about 4 different places of residences off this one little courtyard. And really, really interesting going through and seeing how they live, and a lot of them open shops and things through that. Really interesting. I highly recommend that. From that, we went to Lama Temple, which I did go back to today and have a little video on. Really cool. Really, really cool. Lots of incense burning, really nice and smelly. An 18-meter tall Buddha, which was surprising. Didn't expect it. Really cool. From Lama Temple, we did the Summer Palace. Now, the Summer Palace, again, really quite cool. I can't really say too much about that. It was probably one of my lesser favourite ones. But that's also partly because we didn't spend a lot of time there. And the reason for that is we wanted to get back to Tiananmen Square, because Rocky had organised, again, Rocky was amazing, had organised us to head back to Tiananmen Square and go through that and walk through Tiananmen Square. He had a few issues getting back into it the second time, but worked out really, really well. So there was massive thanks to Rocky for us to be able to do that and see the big image of Chairman Mao, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, really, really great. Yesterday we headed over to Tianjin, got out of Beijing, headed over to Tianjin, did a bit of walk around, very beige city, call it beige Tianjin. But we had a meal at Hard Rock Cafe, which was Hard Rock Cafe. It is what it says on the box, really. Quite good, quite fun, easy. Came back, and today I went and revisited a whole bunch of the earlier things. So I went to the Forbidden City. I didn't do Tiananmen. I didn't do the Great Wall. I did the Temple of Heaven. No, I didn't. Did I do that today? Oh, we saw it from the outside. We saw the Temple of Heaven from the outside. I couldn't actually get back in there. Saw a bunch of Hutons today. Did the Lama Temple today. Plus a couple of extras like Ginseng Palace, Ginseng Park, I should say, and the Confucius College Temple of Beijing, with the Imperial College as part of it. Confucius Temple of Beijing with the Imperial College as part of it. Yeah, really, really cool. You could spend so much longer going through and around Beijing and finding something new every single day. I would highly, highly recommend coming out to Beijing, giving it a visit, and checking it out. Anyway, this is your Kiwi idiot abroad. Gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in Dubai.